right, y'all. Welcome to another episode of the Couch Theories. I've got Kat again here. And today we're just going to talk about literally just how... Okay, so it's the end of the year. And basically what's on like everyone's mind is like, okay, how do we wrap up the year? And how do we go into the new year? So we're going to talk about our ideas of like how to wrap up the year, start new, and then go from there. Would you like to go first?
Okay, I'll go first because I have a different opinion on the matter.
Okay.
I always kind of used to be into the New Year's resolutions, gym membership, eating better, whatever, goals for the year and all that stuff. And then maybe that's my problem, but like I never followed through with anything.
I haven't either. And I think that's what I want to really like touch base on, because it's really hard to stick to those things. So I feel like I've read a few things to maybe help us actually get on track with it.
Right.
So how do you usually end the year?
So many years past have not even recognized New Year's as anything other than essentially an opportunity to make money, because I work during New Year's usually. So it's usually just a good money maker.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, so I have the same views, but the difference is that I think now as every day is a new year. You know,
yes.
It's like today, what is December 18th? I don't know. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's a year from December 18th next year. This is the new year. You know, every day you go into it. If you want to think about a year really making a difference in the way that your life is going to be, first of all, I think that's a little bit bad, because then it allows you to create these excuses for anywhere from January 1st until December 31st. Well, I guess December 30th. To push off your plans until the new year. Mm-hmm. Why not do that now? Mm-hmm. And maybe that's because that's how I work. I still have a hard time pushing myself, but I love procrastinating. I will procrastinate anything until the end of time.
Yes.
So having an excuse to say, "Oh, next year," is so easy. Yeah. And also, it's setting your goal as next year. So that's still giving yourself 365 days. If you're starting on January 1st, saying I'm starting, at that midnight tomorrow, you're still giving yourself 365 days to complete that goal, which is not realistic, because then you can just keep pushing it off until the end of the year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not like January 1st, I'm going to start doing, some people do have that. Okay. Yeah. My New Year's goal is starting January 1st, I'm going to do this. But it's just... To me, it doesn't make sense. I think if you want to start doing something, then do it now, or do it in a week, or do it whenever it most makes sense to you. Don't wait for January 1st to be your determining factor on how you're going to live your life.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. Like, I really align with like a lot of what you said, because I've been making excuses for myself forever. And so I've reached a point where I'm like, wow, this whole New Year stuff, it's like,
why?
I literally just throw it all away within the week. Like, I'm on top of it. And so basically what I found to be more helpful in actually like achieving things is to make them physical. So this is something new that I'm trying out as of right now, because I don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over again and just being like, okay, it's a new year, like let me work on all this stuff. It's like, yeah, today is December 18th. Like, what do I want to work on and how am I going to do that? So everything's just really about planning. Mm-hmm. Like, invest in a journal. And be realistic in your goal setting. Google now likes to call it reoccurring events, which I kind of love.
For what?
For like, so Google has this thing where like you could put goals. They no longer are going to call them goals. They're going to call them reoccurring events, because that's what goals actually are. That's what goals are. They're just, you're doing something over and over and over again until it becomes a habit. And literally, so funny. Yeah. And so sometimes I think things are just about like word changes or perspective changes.
Well, exactly. And that's what I'm saying too, is like, it's not that I'm saying it doesn't make sense to have goals on January 1st.
Right.
I'm saying, to me, it makes sense to always have your goal, whenever you're ready.
Yes.
But for a lot of people, I think maybe January 1st is like, that does work for them. They can finish their goal for the year. Maybe they're more disciplined.
I think it is about
finish
discipline.
their goals and then they can start again. Maybe that works for them.
Yes.
So you're right. It's all about what works for you and just following through with that.
Yeah, totally. And I think it's also, again, a process like everything else. Like becoming disciplined and self-aware and conscious about what you're doing is a process. So we are going to find ourselves being like, wow, yeah, so how do I even like set goals for myself for the upcoming year? And basically like what I'm going to try to do is I've made a habit tracker, because I did this the other week with my kids. They were sick, and so I had to have like a medicine tracking device of some sort to remind myself, because you have to be consistent with the medicine so that they can get better, because sick kids suck. Point blank. It is so hard to do anything. Your life literally is derailed. Like you're on a train and you're going straight and it's like, nah, we're gonna fall off.
We're making a stop at Suitcase.
Exactly. So I literally had to like figure out how to stay on track of their medicine. And so I sat down and, I think this is also the fun part about it too, is like sit down, write things out, draw, make it pretty, make your paper pretty, like medicine schedule. And I put it on my fridge. Best believe I got kids their medicine on time. But because it was a process, I sat down, I made a schedule and put it somewhere that I'm always gonna go to every day, which is the kitchen, because kids and mama gotta eat. That's just point blank. So I made a habit tracker of habits, recurring events, whatever you want to call them, goals, for what I want to do throughout my month. Like right now I have on there meditation, strength exercises, running, stretching, all those things. And so you make like 30 bubbles to represent like mostly like the days of the month. And then when you complete it, you just circle it in. It sounds like so elementary, but I think that's why it works. Because
that's your ability to validate that you did it. Like it's
yes.
I've completed my goal. It's little goals, it's little things. Just knowing that if you've colored it in, you've done it, and that's so satisfying.
Yes, and that's literally what that's the feeling that I've been trying to chase for forever, because the feeling of being satisfied and actually going through with like things that you're going to say, things that you say you're gonna do. Yes. And actually do it. It is the best feeling ever, and that's what I'm really trying to work on, just creating that feeling.
Discipline, essentially. Yes. Self-discipline. I was thinking to myself this morning when I was walking my dog, and I was thinking, like, I've been lately, because I've been growing a lot lately, and I started telling myself, okay, I realized, like, I don't have any discipline, and that's my problem, and whatever. And then this morning I was thinking, I do have discipline, because I always show up to work on time, but I don't have self-discipline, because I don't wake up early enough to do yoga. Yes. To take time for myself, to make coffee. I show up for someone else. So I'm disciplined because I know how to do my job and, make my life, keep going, feed my dog, do all this stuff. But when it comes to self-discipline, and I'm not sure if this is even accurate, I just was thinking it, anything to do with myself, no, I have none. I have no self-discipline. Yes. And I do whatever I want, whenever I want, and it has a bad effect on me. And I'm like, yep.
I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty much
choice.
Yeah, no. I'm not gonna lie. That's a lot of us. Yeah. Being self-disciplined is literally like part of the 1% of people that like actually achieve that. But I feel like, why does it only have to be 1% of people that actually do that? Like, we can do this. It's about finding what works for you so that you can be disciplined. Because self-discipline will bring you so much pleasure in life.
I think it like allows you to be who you are.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, I think that's what we're here to do, is to be ourselves. And if you don't know what it is to be yourself, explore that. Like, don't just be like, oh, well, yeah, I mean, okay,
Explore
yeah,
it.
I know myself.
Explore it through self-discipline. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, okay, yeah, this, I know that. No. Do something
Yeah.
that you want to do.
Yes.
Recognize what you want and what you need out of life and prioritize that and put it first.
Yes.
Regardless of what you think other people are thinking.
Yes, most definitely. Like, I think it's just time now, especially as like a society, communities, like, we need to put the attention towards ourselves so that we could be better people for other people. Like, it just, and for ourselves mostly. But
I think what you said, I'm not sure if we caught it, is what you said was the best way to say it, is where we always show up for other people, but we don't show up for ourselves.
Yes. Yes. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Like, I just think it's just time to really flourish our own lives so that we could enjoy more.
And we can
could
share
be
it.
more, yes, and share that joy. Yes, exactly. And I think it's just about like, we need to prioritize cultivating a relationship with ourselves. And I think that's definitely going to be one of the goals for 2023, is just like, I need to continue to figure out who I am and give or do things that are going to serve me so that I can be of service. So that I can serve others.
Yeah.
And I think that's just, that's so important.
Because I like helping other people, but then I get caught up in that makes me feel good, and then I don't do anything for myself.
It's a balance. Yeah. Like, I'm probably going to make a video of like my morning routine. It's been really helping me actually stay on top of like taking care of me, because I start the day taking care of me.
Yeah.
Instead of just like waking up and like, okay, gotta do.
Waiting until after. You know what's funny? You say that. I was on TikTok live the other day and I asked someone, tell me what do you do to better yourself or whatever, or something like that. And someone said, what do you do in the morning for yourself? And I was like, that's a great question, because I do things to take care of myself, but never in the morning. And I think that's very important. That opened I was like, wow, I think that would be life-changing, because it will set my day up for
it is life-changing. I'm like going to say that 100%, because I was just so tired of being so like drained throughout the day. I was like, life can't be like this. Like, it shouldn't be this hard. Like, I don't understand why like I'm feeling this shitty. And
every day is passing, and you get home and you're too tired to do something for yourself. Okay, tomorrow.
Exactly.
If you do it in the morning, it's already done.
That's the best part. Literally, I wake up, because waking up and getting ready in the morning is not self-care. Like, we need to make that clear.
That's self-must.
That's literally, you have to do that. But I took time to be like, okay, brush your teeth, walk your dog, go to the bathroom, obviously, and then just like, now this time before my kids wake up in the morning is my most sacred time. Like, I will either like stretch here in the house. I'll put something on YouTube and like stretch with someone. It is so nice. Either take 10 minutes to, Athena, we're not gonna bark right now. I'll stretch, like, put something on YouTube and either meditate.
She's so cute though.
Athena, okay, thank you. Yes, thank you for protecting me.
We are protected now.
Okay, Athena. Okay, so put on YouTube, put meditation music. I'll meditate. I'll either go for a run, actually I'm trying to make running an everyday thing, because running actually makes me literally feel like I can do anything.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, like when I was running and I ran into you the other day and we went to Phil's.
You literally
That was great.
ran into me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to run, and it was definitely, it helped a lot. I don't anymore, but you said meditation music, and that's something that I've been doing a lot lately. So I'm very like, music drives me. Music
Yes.
saves me. Music is
Yes.
like, I need to always be listening to music.
Yes.
And it also affects me a lot. And so I often find myself, what's the word I'm looking for? Indulging in whichever type of music makes me feel not necessarily the best, but the best.
Yes.
Like if I wanna feel sad, if I wanna feel angry, if I wanna feel whatever it is, I will search that out and I will indulge myself in that.
Yes.
And that can be very bad. And
I understand completely. I understand. I used to do the same thing, and I found myself being too emotional in the morning.
Exactly.
Too
And not just
early.
100% for the morning, but yes, I've been doing it all the time. And so lately I was like, let's put on some meditation sounds.
Yes.
And I find that when those are on, my mind is like so clear.
Yes.
It's like, I don't even think about those emotions anymore. I just start thinking about, right now is beautiful,
It's
and
exactly
I
that.
appreciate things like how you were describing in the morning.
So I found myself in a really negative loop, going straight to like, I don't know, let's say like R&B, hip hop in the morning. It gets a little emotional, not gonna lie. And so that's why I made it a habit to listen to affirmations the first thing in the morning. Literally, I'm on the toilet, all disclosure, like literally like get on the toilet, Spotify, affirmations. Because that's the first thing you do in the morning. You have to go to the bathroom. So literally, I sit there, listen, brush my teeth, and just keep listening to the hour-long affirmations. And literally, it's transformed my life already. Because, and then, meditation music. You gotta start the day with calm. Because if you start the day with calm, you most likely will continue it throughout the day. Because you've set the tone for the day.
You said it.
I think, you said it. Not like, because people making music, they are expressing themselves, which is perfectly okay
for themselves at that moment.
Yes.
So you can then have the ability to choose, like,
to relate to them.
You get to pick. Yeah.
When you want to feel that. But I think if I've learned anything so far in my life, is that the morning is essential to creating whatever feeling you most likely will feel for the rest of the day. And so, meditation music, affirmations, just anything that makes you feel powerful. Like, stay in your power. I think that's a big
and not
a big
fake
thing.
Power. Your true power.
Like true power, which I truly believe is love. And that's like love for myself. I have to have love for myself first before I can even give love to anybody else. So I show love to myself in the morning.
So I think that that could be, a good goal for everyone. It's just very simple. In the new year, do something for yourself in the morning, period. Easy.
Yeah, that's it.
Easy.
Yeah.
Do something for yourself in the morning, whatever that is for you.
Because that will go a long way. Like, most likely you will probably start achieving goals that way.
Instead of waiting till the night.
Yeah. Just take control of yourself in the morning, and you will accomplish a lot more than you think you can. Truly. Okay, y'all.
Love it.
That's it.
Love it.
Prioritize yourself in the morning, and you
and all
will
the time.
have. And all the time, yes. But first, in the morning, essential. Don't just like, okay, your alarm's going off, and you gotta go to work. It's like, no.
You gotta do you, and then you gotta go to work.
Yes. That part. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and click that subscribe button so you can get more cool videos about topics like this and just better yourself and better your life and, be better people.
Yay!
Bye!